Saturday, and today, you guys, I am hosting my first open house. It's only going to be for 2 hours. They're usually like 4 or maybe 6, but today the reason why I'm only doing 2 is because the owner of the home, he's disabled. He is in a wheelchair. He asked if he is able to stay in one of the bedrooms because it's hard for him to leave the house for a long amount of time, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous, which I was nervous before, but I know it'll be okay. So yeah, and I have my signs, not the fancy ones, but some that I bought from Home Depot, and I will show you guys. But yeah, let's get going. It's about an hour away and do the open house. So the thing is with the open house, you guys, sometimes, and I've heard this before, you get there and you lay everything out, no matter how much marketing you've done, sometimes people just don't show. In that mindset, hopefully lots of people show. Hopefully some people show, and even if they're not wanting the home that I'm having the open house at, maybe I can show them another home. So the main thing is to get yourself out there, make friends, and let them know, hey, it's me, I'm available, I can help you look for a home, and stuff like that. So just making connections and networking. So that's what I'm doing. So let's get going. So this is the form I'm having them fill out when they come. And we've had maybe like 5 families come, but of course I'm not going to show you guys their names and addresses and all that. But yeah, you guys, I'm set up here in their kitchen. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So yeah, just sitting here waiting. We've had 5 families come out to look at the place, and I'm just covering up my name tag, so for safety reasons. But yeah, you guys, just sitting and waiting, and no one's here right now other than the owner. He's outside. He is in a wheelchair, like I told you guys. So yeah, just waiting for more people to come, give them my business card, have them sign in, and answer any questions. So yeah, there's a huge dog here. It's huge. Hi guys, so it's a few days after the open house, and the reason why I'm having to end it like this is because it was a different situation. So from what I'm told, and which makes sense to me, normally for open house, the owner, or in my case the tenant, is not there. So the house is empty until other people come. And by empty, I mean, yes, it could be empty as far as furniture, or empty as far as no one there. But in my case, the tenant was there. I kind of felt like the bad guy because I did have a conversation with him, and he was living there for 15 years, and the owner, his hands are tied. I don't know the whole story, and even if I did, I'm not gonna, give that personal information. But the owner is selling, so the tenant has to find another place to stay. He is in the wheelchair, and it's funny because when they told me if I didn't mind the tenant being there, y'all, I watch way too many crime shows. My mind went to, I'm gonna get there, he's gonna be in a wheelchair, and the minute I close the door, he's gonna pop up and be like, gotcha, come in the basement. There's no basements here. Yeah, that's where my mind went. And even though as silly as it sounds, it's kind of paranoid, but that's where I watch too many crime shows, y'all. Anyway, that was not the case. He's very disabled, and by very disabled, I don't mean that any kind of disrespect. He is disabled where nurses come in and help take care of him. Anyway, so I wanted to like vlog the room, each room, and tell you a little bit about it, but I'll just show you guys pictures while I'm talking about it. So I got there, everything was fine. I met the tenant, asked him where I could set up, and then I showed you guys where I set up in the kitchen, and people were actually already there waiting. By the end of the 2 hours, there was maybe like 10 families. I'm thinking about the list that I had them sign. Yeah, about 10 families that came. 3 came with their own realtors, so that was that. And yeah, I felt kind of weird walking around with the camera when the tenant was there, because at one point it was cold and raining on Saturday and people still came out, which was surprising. I wanted to walk around with the camera to show you guys each bedroom and just, show you guys where I was. But at one point he came inside, him and his nurse, and they were sitting inside and stuff like that. So I just felt weird, trying to bring a camera up. And like I said, I felt like the bad guy. But the house was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2 full bath, going for $299. Single story. It was close to parks, some of the restaurants, public transit. So yeah, someone is going to get it. And there was actually a young lady that came in with her parent. She looked like she was 16, but you know, I'm sure she was old enough to get a house, whatever. And her dad was going through the house and opening up the cupboards and saying that, you know, the house has a lot of work to be done, which it does. You know, it was an older house. I think it was built in 1965 from what I remember. So her dad was saying he could fix this and that and whatever. So that may actually work out for her, and I hope it does. She had her own realtor, so yeah. But like I said, the point of an open house is to get out there, to make friends and let them know, hey, I'm available. So yeah, that was that. And normally for open houses, you don't get paid for, right? However, I got paid for this one, and I was surprised when she said, okay, here's your funds. And I'm like, my funds? What are you talking about? And we're not talking about 20 bucks, you know, we're not even talking about 100 bucks. It's more than that. So 2 hours, I will take it. I'm thankful. So anyway, you guys, that's that. That was my first open house, and I'm sure the next one that I host will be a lot different. Now that I know the nervousness is out of the way. After about the fourth family, I was just, you know, in, I guess, the realtor element. And a few of them did ask questions that I couldn't answer. And my response was, great question. I will find out for you. So that's what I did. I texted who I needed to text and found out, and there you go. I never want to say, oh, I don't know, you know, then it makes me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you guys, that went well. So yeah, that was my first open house. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next real estate video. Bye.